Hey, what up, y'all? I am, y'all gonna be proud of me. I am on my way to therapy, like real therapy. I forgot my damn clinics, but I'm sure they got some in there. I told y'all and promised y'all that I was gonna get help. So I'm on my way to therapy. So today is the first day of going to real therapy to try to unpack some of this trauma. However, I'm still petty. I know y'all saw my last post. Thank you, Lebert, for that correction. Noted and corrected. Um, um, yeah, sometimes, man, you get hated so much and hated on so much. I understand the analogy that elephant don't swat flies, but every now and then, the elephants throw that trunk back, and when he catch one slipping and just get irritated enough, he don't not only swat it, he swat the hell out of it. And sometimes it feel good to swat a fly. I killed the wasp this morning. I could have did two things. I could have, cause it was right by the door. I could have opened the door and let the wasp fly out. But it's another side of me that was like, if I don't kill this damn wasp, he ain't gonna go make no more babies or go and sting nobody in my house or hang around the house so you can come back in and sting somebody else. I'm gonna make you nervous about messing with me. Period. Point blank. I don't have nothing to prove. I don't brag. I don't boast. Today I had time. Today I had. You know what? I'm gonna say this here. Over the past 33, longer than 33 years, even before I became successful, before I became successful, I had a dude tell me at the fair one time. He had a beard. His kids was on a ride. Grown ass man. He said, "Hey Rick," he said, "Man, you might not know me." He said, it was in maybe '95. He said, "Man, I was a kid living in an apartment complex, and we was broke. We ain't have nothing. I don't know who that dude is, but I hope he come on here and leave a comment, because this ain't no lie." He said, "Man, we was kids. We was outside playing, and we remember a green Jeep Cherokee. That's what I had at the time. Pulled up. You and another dude got a big ass box out and set up a big ass trampoline in the middle of the apartment complex. Then you went back to your Jeep and threw out two footballs and a basketball and got in your Jeep and left. And we never seen you again." I said to myself, I don't quite remember it. I remember it vaguely. But the reason I believe him, because that sounds like something that I do. That sounds like something that I would have done. I probably went and saw some kids out there playing football like I've seen before with a paper cup and just out there just having a good time with no toys. And I probably went to Walmart on Roebuck Parkway or went to Sam where they used to have that trampoline hanging up on the ceiling and bought that trampoline or whatever. Shit, before Brandon, I had two boys that I raised, Terrence and Edward, that lived in a small apartment complex and didn't have, a whole lot. And their mother was kind enough to let me spend time with them. I made sure they was on the baseball team, football team. I got other so-called like grandkids and Cause I raised them boys like they were my son. They grown men. They got grown kids now. You know, they'll tell you. So, and you know, the haters is only like 1%. Because if somebody was hated that much, ain't no way in the hell you could sell out the Stardome on a Monday night. Somebody like you. Somebody care about you. The phone calls, the texts, the flowers, the love that I get is overwhelming. It's so bad to you say something about me, you gonna get challenged. And it's the same way in Dallas, Texas. You know? But you know, it just be that pocket of people. And I can name who the people are. You know, just whether it's a deep rooted hatred, right? You ain't did nothing to them, but probably set a boundary. Probably didn't feel like cracking no jokes when you went through TSA at the airport. Those be the people that don't like your ass. They felt like playing, but you didn't feel like playing when you walking through the line. You tired. You done did a morning show or you done did a comedy show. You just trying to get through the airport. They loud, cracking jokes, putting you on the spot, and you ain't with it. You ain't really cracking jokes, so they take that as arrogance. Or I had to get your ass together, or I had to remove your hand, your camera phone out of my face, or I said no to a picture, or just any type of correction. So when you're a public figure and you correct somebody or set a boundary, it's magnified way more than had the average person had made a correction or set a boundary. So, and then they go out and tell other people. And let me tell you something. I want all y'all to remember this. Man, when people don't like you, man, listen. They find other people that don't like you. She joined their group and left a comment, and I called her comment. I didn't see the other comments. I called hers. So now she can go back and go back to her group and say this is what he said. But the people that don't like you, they don't even like each other. But the only thing they have in common is they don't like you. And that's it. It's that simple. I don't care. I ain't in my feelings about it. It don't bother me. They haven't stopped anything. They haven't hurt anything. They go on there. They'll lie. They'll say I done got it from all of the stuff that they say to other stuff, man. It don't bother me or faze me or it don't change anything. It's what it is. It comes with it. It's disappointing because you want to love everybody and you want everybody to love you. But don't get up there and leave a comment like that and then turn around and play victim. Don't be the black Karen now. I had a cousin. And I'm glad it's so perfect because it's coming up on Thanksgiving. That sat at my goddamn dinner table and talked about me like a dog on Thanksgiving to the point where two of my friends that I invited that's not related got up and left. Guess what she said? When I wasn't the only one that said something. Guess what she said? When I wasn't the only, no, they told me that you said it. But in her victimization, she said that she wasn't the only one that said something. But I outed her ass for saying it. You got caught running your mouth. And that's that. And I flexed on you. And we have not spoke since. And that was some years ago. And probably would never speak again. And I meant that. Let people say what they want to say, man. But we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a good time Friday. And I was going out of town, but if I can roll out with the mayor and just go to the classic and get up in a box and sit still and enjoy myself, I will. I will do just that. If I can't roll with the mayor, I ain't going because I don't want to get into it with nobody because you know how it is. You ask me, do you remember me? And I say no. Then you going to join that hate club. They do their chin like that. I remember when they went shit. So I had 3 Zoom calls today. I had to take a deep nap because I didn't get in at 12:30. I had a show yesterday. I'm tired, irritated. I'm looking forward to therapy, but at the same time, I don't know how I'm going to feel when I leave therapy. Because a friend of mine told me, whose son died, that since he started going to therapy, all they do is cry now. But maybe that's his release or whatever. So I'm not looking forward to that, opening up all these emotions. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna swat the shit out of a fly, swat it, and swat it hard, and let the other flies know not to f with you. I never forget. No, I ain't gonna bring that up because that'll start some controversy. But yeah, sometimes you gotta make an example, and so people can be real. Let me think this out now before I go running my mouth. Let me see let me see. Just let me see. You know, some people hate you because of a court case. Some people hate me because I supported one candidate and not the other. You know, and then what they do is they go find other people that hate you, and they go find people that have said rumors that wasn't true, or there was only one side of the story, or whatever. But I'm good in Birmingham, and I'm good in Dallas. I'm good in Atlanta. You know, and that's what it is. But that's what success breeds. So all right, that's it. You can read the post. And I'm not one of them folks. And let me address the old jokes. I don't think it's the old jokes because I write. I'm a great writer. I think it's that I do jokes and I'm older. Like I was on top of my game in 2000. And my job is not to stay on top. I don't want all that pressure. I don't want to be sitting in a trailer memorizing the script all day. That ain't for me. If I wanted to do TV shows and movies, I could. But I don't have to do it to prove anything to you. I could do as many. You know how many scripts I turned down? No, I just rather get off the radio, go to the check cashing place in East Lake and cash my check and buy some meat and watch the news and go to bed. Cause radio pay the bills. You understand what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be in all the movies and stuff. It ain't for everybody, man. But I found a way to make a living and get into some other stuff that's not going to occupy so much of my time. I love being with my kids and my grandkids and doing stuff like that. If I was a big star, man, I wouldn't have time to do some of the things that really matter. But I don't have nothing else to prove. I love my little Nike stuff. I ain't never bought no expensive jewelry. I don't own a Cartier watch. I don't own a chain. I don't have no rims. I got my little truck here. I got my granddaddy car and my one little truck here in Birmingham. I got my little Jeep in Dallas. And I bought a car from my daughter. And I got that in Fort Lauderdale. And that's it for my little fleet of cars. I don't own a vehicle over $80,000. And that's a fact. I ain't never bought no Bentley. None of that stuff. But that ain't me. I ain't got no nose piercing, I ain't got no earrings, I don't have any of that stuff. I don't even have tattoos. I got these 2 Omega Sapphire brands, you know, on my shoulders. That's it. That's it. I'm real simple. Most of my shoes come from Aldo. and express. You done got that mixed up with broke. I own apartments. I own apartments that I never been to. I own apartments that I have never seen, and they are not in Birmingham. I got apartments I ain't never been to. I'm having the roof redone on my apartment complex in Venice Beach, California. It's like we got to get the roof done. I'm like, okay, cool. Sign off on it in the email, and that's that. Just sign off on it or whatever, you know. So there you go. I just take care of my little stuff. A day like today, you wouldn't even, if you were rich and famous, man, you don't have time to jump in, to lay on the couch and take a nap with the news on and ride around and go to Whole Foods and get some groceries and just have a nice, simple, quiet ass day and enjoy the fall and the leaves falling from the trees and just looking at people, man. That's the stuff that make your ass rich. I don't have nothing to prove. I don't have it. I don't have nothing to prove. And I'm funny as hell. Now you got that wrong. Old joke. The old joke's funny. I got new jokes, but the old ones are funny. You got this old jokes and then most of it is he say, she say stuff. They said, man, please, nobody care about that. You know, they talked about Jesus Christ, and I'm not not half as good as good as him. So I'm just driving around. I don't know where my therapist's office at, but I'm just killing time and going here and get some tissue and some gum and to chew this gum. So when I do start crying, she won't be like, damn, dude. Oh, I got some gum. Hey, but I'm gonna say the last other thing. You know, when I walk through that airport, I want my chest stuck out. That's why people don't like Coach Prime. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something, black folk. Y'all have confused arrogant with confident. Y'all have confused confident with arrogant. When I got my chest stuck out, and I want, how are you today? My chest stuck out, and I'm smiling, and I'm confident, pants pulled up, smelling good, cologne on point, breath on point, beard combed down, it's nappy right now, beard combed down, Nike on fleek, fleek. Nike be clean from the hat, my little $80 Oakley ass shades, clean, fleek, on mom. And that's it. It's simple. And I got karaoke tonight. I got a little niece that live in Cross Tent named Melville. I'm gonna make sure she get in, and I'm gonna Uber her, send an Uber Black to pick her up and take her back home, and make sure she's straight, cause her daughter got killed this year, and she's suffering, and she ain't got to pay for no drinks. She ain't got to pay for no ticket. I bought her the Dallas. She just somebody that I love, and she be going in. She cuss folks out, and if I call her and say, hey, don't do that, only thing she ever said to me was, yes, sir. She ain't never disrespected me. She loved her Uncle Rickey. And her grandmama and my grandmama live next door to each other. She's just a lot younger than me, and they always consider me Uncle Rickey. And if I'm her uncle, then that means she my niece, because she give me the respect. She give me respect, and that's why I love her like I do. So that's simple. I'm gonna do the morning show live broadcast, and I might go to the game Saturday if I can roll with the mayor and his crew. If the mayor don't have no space, I'm gonna get on the plane and I'm gonna go to Fort Lauderdale and sit my ass on the beach and listen to some Fleetwood Mac and some Steely Dan. That's it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I love y'all. And that's that.